Welcome to Soccer Gaming, and welcome to this episode where we are going to go over the brand new added Outpost Rush. So in this episode, we are going to talk about what Outpost Rush actually is. We're also going to talk about how you can join in and what you should expect while playing in the Outpost Rush. We also cover what type of fighting you can expect and what rewards you are going to get when finishing. So if you like this video and want to see other ones like it, make sure you subscribe, and let's get this video started. So the first thing is we want to talk about is how you're going to actually get into an Outpost Rush. And once you hit a level 60, you can go to any faction leader of your choosing in any city of your choosing, and you're going to go to that faction leader and you're going to join the queue of the Outpost Rush. Again, you have to be a level 60 to join. So the first thing you'll notice is at the top right, it will say queue, and you're going to have a timer counting up, letting you know how long you've been waiting in the queue. It's also out of 40 players, so you'll have a little tick marker showing you how many people are joined in the Outpost Rush. Once it hits 40, you will be given an invitation to join in and start the Outpost Rush. So Outpost Rush is a 20 versus 20 battle where players and their teams will fight control of strongholds, and you're gonna fight for resources. You're gonna require different types of combat to be able to win this. You could do this solo, or you could do it with a party up to 5. So if you're in a party of 5, you can join it and all 5 people can go with you. So there's 2 teams of 20 people on each side, and each team begins in their home fort. Between the 2 forts, there are 3 different outposts that can be captured by either team. They're called Luna, Sol, and Astra, and holding that outpost will reward you points. You can also get other points by killing players as well, and whichever team hits 1,000 points first wins the game. Then after the game's over, you are going to get some rewards in a chest that can have gear or weapons. Whether you win or lose, you will receive the chest. You will also receive coins and Azoth. But all of this is not just about PvP. If you are not enjoying the PvP aspect or whatever, but you want to help your team, there's other things that you can do to assist in winning the Outpost Rush. Each outpost has a number of upgradable features such as gates and siege weapons that require resources to construct these, and there's going to be different resources around the map like infused hide, infused ore, Azoth essence, and infused wood. The hide you get from the wolves, killing them if you see them. The infused ore you're going to get from just hitting the veins. There's Azoth essence that you can get a bunch of different ways, from PvE combat, just attacking things, killing things. You're going to be able to get some there. And you're also going to need this for the corrupted portal. Infused wood is a special wood found in the ancient groves, and basically what you're doing is they look like wirewood trees. They're blue, they're pretty. Knock them down, you're going to get in some infused wood, and you're going to basically use that to upgrade your outpost to hold down your forts. And to win the game, both teams will try to control the outpost. Some team members need to gather resources to improve the outpost defense, the gate, the protection wards. You can get turrets, all that good stuff to help you. The gate is pretty big because they have to shoot down the gate that you've constructed to be able to get into the base. However, if you got the gate up there, you can shoot from outside, or you could shoot from above and down on them. So it gets pretty hard to go through some of the gates. So gates are really, really good to have upgraded multiple times. The command post provides a constant buff of extra armor damage for players on your team or nearby. It can also be upgraded a couple of times as well. The large siege weapons like the turrets can be built on the walls of the outpost, and protection wards are the heart of the outpost, preventing enemy players from claiming the outpost and providing a respawn point for friendly players. So if you get one up in your base, then the next time you die, your teammates and you are going to be spawning from that base instead of running all the way from where you started. There are some other things in the outpost that you can decide to use, and that's going to be the armory and storage sheds, which can be used by whoever wants to use them, but whoever uses them controls that outpost. The storage sheds is where you can kind of put Azoth in there, or stuff like that. If you're going into battle, drop your Azoth there for your team so your team can use them later. And then the armory is used to spin Azoth in exchange for a bunch of different items, including potions that are going to help, summoning totems, food, among other things in there. Definitely something you might want to hit up if you're looking more towards that PvE. So one reason you might want to do some PvE is so that you can summon monsters to help with the fight. And this is pretty cool because there's a couple different monsters you could do, and near capturing outposts, players will need to be able to summon a bear to help fight and help with offensive pushes and help with outpost defenses. And you can purchase these summoning stones from the armory to summon this formidable ally onto the battlefield. Players also can gather Azoth and present it to the corrupted portal. With 500 Azoth, your team will be able to obtain a corrupted brute summoning stone, which will allow you to summon a powerful corrupted brute to assist you. And this is very, very helpful. It can take over whole games if you use it right. So a very, very good thing to have on your team. You can also defeat Baroness Hane to freeze enemy points. So if you're trying to make a comeback and you defeat the Baroness Hane, the points for them will freeze for about 3 minutes, I believe, before they start ticking back up. And the Baroness Hane will spawn at the east side of the island after the match has been running for 10 minutes. The team that kills the boss will have the opposing team's point gains frozen for 3 minutes, which is actually pretty big when you think about it, because if they have 2 places and they're killing you guys pretty easy, then that's going to be points they're not going to get towards winning it. And you need to collaborate with other teammates for buff on your team, especially if you're behind after 10 minutes have passed since she was killed. Baroness Hane will respawn. There should be a timer in the right side of the screen. It will tell you when the Harness will be back to kill. It is also good to point out, outpost rushing will not hurt you as far as your weapons and your stuff you're wearing, your armor, everything. It will not have the same ramifications of an open world PvP fight. There is no durability loss when you die in Outpost Rush. And that's what makes it fun in a casual game mode for anybody looking for PvP outside of the normal wars. So now you might be wondering, what am I going to get from all of this? So after completing the Outpost Rush match, players will receive a large amount of coin and Azoth, as well as a special tier 5 Outpost Rush cash. And the amount of coin and Azoth kind of depends on whether you win or lose, also how well you did. But you're still going to get stuff even if you lost. I feel like it's totally worth it because you're still getting like about 270 coin and maybe 200 or 175 Azoth from losing. If you're winning, you're getting more. I think it's like 360 and about 225, 250 on the Azoth as well. But everyone will get the Rush cachet of the tier 5. So I know I didn't go over really how to battle this out because it's all going to depend on what your build is. If you're a guy that rushes in and tries to take over things, you're going to be the guy that tries to capture the flags or whatever, then go ahead and do that build. If you're a guy that's a healer, which I am, I stand outside, heal my guys in battle. I also like to pick off some of the stragglers as well, because every once in a while you'll get someone that's off on their own that you could take care of as a healer. But it's all going to depend on how you want to play it. You can either decide to respect your character and try to be a certain thing like a PvP, or if you want to be a damage per second person, or if you want to be a tank trying to capture the outpost. Whatever you want to do, this is a fun place to do it because it's a PvP place where you are not losing fortification on your gear. You're not having to constantly repair it and waste coins and all that good stuff. It's just a fun place to PvP with a 20 versus 20 battle. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope this was a good episode that kind of gave you a just very generic of what Outpost Rush is so that you can join in and start in this 2020 battle. Ultimately, if you want to learn everything about it, there are guides out there that tell you everything you need to know. But I wanted to just give you a little bit of a taste and let you guys jump into it and figure it out all on your own, because that's how I did it, and that was a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button because there will be a ton more of New World content coming very soon. Till next time, Slacker out.